my boy released a new video. I found everyone's next anime crush, and I am eager to say that because I have a good time whenever it talks about basically just manga things that no one's ever heard of, and then a year later it becomes an anime, and then he's like, bro, I wish I never actually read the manga so that I could experience the anime better. And I'm just like, yes, you're doing this to yourself, my friend.
Oh, smoking and manga. That's like...
You got cancer.
Slice of life. It's a genre that, hey.
Alright, interesting intro, interesting.
Hey, I'm talking here. It's a genre I've never been able to fully get into because, well, a lot of the times I find it boring. I can see its appeal.
How dare you be so incredibly based and red-pilled.
But way too often it's about shows or stories I have zero interest or relatability to.
Yes!
I'm a 32-year-old grown-ass adult. What the hell am I
Bro's a 32-year-old man and still goes by the name Gigguk.
gonna have in common with watching the 100th show about some high school girl sitting in a classroom going,
Oh, Pizza Johnny looking super kawaii today!
Can't wait for Gigguk's debut voice acting in Genshin Impact. That'll be incredibly based.
The Rita's Johnny, the one who looks the most kawaii with the little hair and the little thing. That's the guy. Anal sex shit,
there is rarely anything in this genre
Yeah, I do love when high school girls in anime are talking about anal sex like nothing happened. It is my favorite genre too.
for me, so it came as a big surprise when I found Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, a manga that tackles something I can finally relate to.
Yeah, lung cancer! Woo! Lung cancer is one of my least favorite genders.
Something that's not more cute anime girls, something I rarely get to see.
Yeah!
Being a boring
Disgruntled old men with no lives.
Adult. This manga might have ignited a fire in me I had no idea could be ignited. It hit a spot I am now trying relentlessly to fill up, and if you're a boring ass adult like me, I think you might like it too. Oh, and there's a hot anime goth girl in it.
Oh my god!
And before
Alright,
that,
well,
let's talk about the sponsor of
It is all explained suddenly in just the briefest of ways.
Sasaki doesn't have a lot going on in his life. Working at a soul-sucking job for a company that barely treats him like a human being, he doesn't have
So like YouTube.
a lot to look forward to in his day-to-day grind.
So like me.
That is, except for the cheerful smile of Yamada, the lovely clerk at the supermarket he visits after his shift that brings him just a small dose of joy in his otherwise tedious life.
So he's an incel.
After one particularly grueling day, however, he pops in to find out that she's already ended her shift. So, to deal with the fact that today he doesn't get to see Yamada's joyful face, there's only one solution he can think of.
So he's a hentai addict.
Lung cancer.
Yo!
Have you got one?
Damn. Obliterated.
Unfortunately, in Japan, huffing copium in public has been made illegal and also slightly frowned upon.
That is actually incredibly based. Hold up. I am all about giving people the freedom to do what they want and fuck around with their own lives as much as they want, but I do think smoking should not be legal in public. You're hurting people around you too.
So looking for a place to spark up a ciggy in private, he gets called over behind the supermarket by a mysterious girl who calls herself Tayama. Wow, what a unique name. I wonder where she got that from. Huh? She looks a little edgy, slick leather jacket, choker, boots, dark lipstick, but looks a little familiar, eh? I wonder what the old man
Wait a
thinks.
second.
I've never met this man in my life.
It's the Team Rocket disguise all over again. Freaking Jesse and James both put on fake mustaches, and Ash is like, whoa, I've never seen you before.
She's noticed that he's always stopping at Yamada's cashier and teases him a bit. Yeah, she's a little cheeky, bit of a cheeky girl, probably eats a lot at Nando's, but finds out that Sasaki doesn't have any ulterior motives. He's just an older dude who appreciates Yamada's gleeful energy.
He has no ulterior motives. He is a simple old man that likes children.
They get talking, and a small friendship starts to form. And so, Sasaki finds a new cycle in his daily routine, as every time he visits the supermarket, he shares a smoke break with this mysterious girl as they talk about stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's the manga. Yes, this is a
Actually, that's kind of awesome.
manga about two adults who go behind the supermarket to share a smoke break together. Now, before I recommend this manga, as we all know, smoking is bad for your health.
Bro, this man just whipped out the racism is bad card. He just said the unthinkable.
Here are just some of the negative effects of smoking. Increased risk of cancer, heart disease, lung disease, strokes, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and everyone else on my Patreon for helping to support me for this month. And a shitload of other stuff that is just absolutely terrible for your health. Now, are there any positive effects of smoking? Getting the chance to vibe with a hot goth girl behind your local combini.
No, this is the girl that'll step on your heart one day. Don't do it. That's not an advantage. Not worth.
Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You was one of the most popular and hyped up newly published series in Japan last year,
wild.
and
I never
when I
heard
read the
of it.
first chapter, I didn't understand why. 5 chapters later, I still didn't understand why. 26 chapters later, and I still didn't understand why.
Okay, this dude, Gigguk is he's just an addict. He's just injecting manga into his bloodstream. Where does he have time to just inject manga into his blood like that?
Where the hell is the next chapter? Wait, this is a monthly release? I have to wait a bloody month now? Oh no. I like this manga. It's comforting. It's relatable. It needs a shorter name because goddamn, this is going to be tedious to pronounce. But most importantly, it is a vibe if you're over the age of 23 because most extraordinarily, it is a manga starring actual adults. No overly anime bullshit,
right.
no
This isn't
exaggerated
Genshin
personalities, just two fully grown adults chilling with each other, talking about random shit. It's a story that perfectly portrays the vibe of the small intricacies and mundanity of adult life. And I know that sounds like a weird way to make a story sound appealing, but hear me out, okay? Alright, it's time for a patented Gigguk tangent, but stick with me, I swear I'm going somewhere with this.
I love patented Gigguk tangents that he swears go something like this.
So back when I worked for the BBC...
Alright, there we go.
Get off me! I need people to know I work for the BBC!
Back during the days when I worked for the United Kingdom Transmission Organization, I had my own little routine. There would be a single Tesco's Express on my way back, and every day I would go in and give myself a little treat. We all love to clown on British food, rightly so, but one thing I'll always happily defend is their crisps. It's pretty much the only time you'll find properly seasoned food in England, and to me, one stood above them all. Walker's Max Punchy Paprika. Ridge cut crisps with that perfect thickness to give it that crunch and maximize the delicious smoky paprika flavor, all for the price of 70.
And this video was sponsored by Raycon. This was sponsored by Raycon, and Gigguk's freaking coming all over a brand of potato chips.
This was my little treat to signify the end of a hard day's work, so you'd understand my horror when one day I walked in and I found out that this particular branch of Tesco's had stopped selling Walker's Max crisps. What? Why? Why would they do this? What did they expect me to do? Settle for the inferior plain old Walker's crisps? Settle for a flavor that's not punchy paprika? Add 5 minutes on my daily walk home so I can see if Sainsbury's has it? No! I wasn't gonna do that. I refused to do that. So like a true Brit, I masked my disappointment by filing a complaint in my mind, walking home dejected and crispsless, and returned the next day to burn the entire store down. Now that may have sounded like a weird tangent, but that was a slice of my adult life.
Gigguk's so cute.
Sometimes the smallest and most mundane things is the stuff that stands out the most in your day, and that's the vibe that is perfectly captured in Smokers Anonymous behind Tesco's Express. Sasaki doesn't come to the same cashier every day because he has a weird, creepy crush, but because seeing that joyful smile brightens his day just a little bit. She's no punchy paprika, but I get it. And Tayama serves as the emotional crux I wish I had when I couldn't tell anybody about the atrocity Tesco's had committed on me that day. Sasaki finishes work one day after accidentally making a girl cry because he tried giving a team member encouraging words but unintentionally came off as angry and aggressive. In England, we call that forgetting to end your business emails with kind regards and instead just saying regards.
No!
About it, and she gives him a sound pep talk about how shit like this doesn't matter in the long term. If you're a good person, that team member will eventually realize that in time.
That's
but
cute. That's
if you're
awesome.
really worried about it, here's how to smile and not look like an angry psychopath. He starts to laugh, she gives him a bit of shit back. He starts to worry that he accidentally just made her angry then and there, and she's like, nah, don't overthink it, bro. And that's it. That's the chapter. There's just something satisfying about seeing people bonding and growing closer over the simplest conversations.
Damn,
work life, dating, small menial shit that happens in their day, just two adults being real with each other. And as someone who's introverted, these are the situations I love. Alright, fellow introverts, hear me out.
This is just wife propaganda, and it's masked behind a smoking addiction.
Talking to strangers can be scary. Talking to people you don't know can be exhausting. But to me, it all becomes worth it in that moment when you find that one person you just instantly vibe with. It doesn't have to be about having the same common interests as them or even having similar personalities. Something about that energy just clicks with you. For once, you don't feel like you're draining your social energy hanging out with someone. One 5-minute interaction accidentally turns into a 2-hour conversation as you lost track of time talking about shit you don't even remember talking about. And that's the beauty encapsulated in this manga. Sasaki and Tayama aren't necessarily similar. They aren't even that close to each other in age, but goddamn if there isn't something comforting about their chemistry together.
That's really cute. It's like, you know, hanging out with the boys in the bar at the end of a day, chilling on Discord with the homies at the end of a day. I respect this concept a lot. And the fact that it's like, you know, an awkward businessman with like a cute goth girl, like that's just the spice that it needed. And I'm glad a manga like this exists, to be honest. because it's just a really cool part of people's lives that's just comforting. It's like something to look forward to after all the struggles. You can just shoot your shit with the homies.
You're just watching two adults vibing with each other, shooting the shit about stuff that doesn't really matter. And I didn't know I could get this invested in a story about two people just enjoying each other's company. As time goes on, we even see a slight romance subplot start to form. And we might want to keep this on the down.
Is it really called a subplot if it's like the two main characters are falling in love with each other? Is that really a subplot?
No, because I do have a bit of an age gap and we don't want to give Twitter something new to pretend to be mad about.
I want problems, always!
But rest assured, it's treated as maturely as the rest of the manga is. From the start, Sasaki never came in with nefarious intentions, and the evolution of their—
Just like most people, when they start playing Genshin Impact, they start playing Genshin Impact because, oh, they want to see it's a cool game, it's a cute game, and like the animation is nice. Then it's like, oh, the waifus are cool, so you'll stick around a little bit. No one goes into Genshin Impact with nefarious intentions. But the same cannot be said when they're on the way to prison.
Their relationship feels completely natural as they slowly start to emotionally rely on one another, give each other companionship, so any kind of developing feelings never takes priority over what they provide for each other and why they keep coming back. An honest to God, human connection. Alright, I would be lying though if I didn't say I wasn't just a little bit invested, because Tayama is just
Perfect.
the leather jacket, the choker, the punk
He loves that Homelander clip.
energy, adding just a tiny bit of Tsun energy. She gets a little cheeky, has a little devious side to her personality, but it's nothing but
Just a bit of banter.
Wait a minute. Another manga about a guy and a mischievous anime girl with a romantic tension? Wait a minute. This is just another teasing manga. Wait a minute. This is just Nagatoro for adults! The only travesty right now is that because this manga is still pretty new and it's on a monthly release schedule, I've not had nearly enough to satisfy my craving, which caused me to come to the realization when searching for similar stories is that, why is there not more shows like this? We have an avalanche of moe blob high school girls doing some mundane activity, and you know, I get it, it's cute, it's comfy, but whose slice of life is this? I like my cute anime girls, but I can't relate to this. What do you think I look like, a fucking Funko Pop? There must be some slice of life with adults out there. Oh, hell yeah. New game? A slice of life about working adults in the game development world. This is the adults? Sparking up a Siggy next to the Lawsons hits a spot I didn't know I wanted it to hit. And if that sounds like your thing, please, dear God, just give it a read, because not only do I want this to get more popular, but I want more stories like this. No high school anime bullshit, no after school club activities, no cute girls doing cute things. We have adult people doing adult things. Wait a minute.
So you want to watch porn? Was this an entire video talking about why you want to watch porn?
No cute anime girls? Just a bunch of adults talking about dumb bullshit that doesn't really matter? Why does this sound so familiar to me? Oh, fuck.
All right, yeah, I did. That was a good video, actually. I liked it. It's a manga that I can't actually see myself ever reading, but I'm happy it exists, sort of. You know? It's like, it's that weird middle ground of a manga that I don't think I'll ever read, but I'm happy it's there.
Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.